What it do, friends? Welcome back to What It Do DG, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm DG, and I talk about nomad mindset, tips, and I share some of my travels. If that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. What it do, DG, out in the wild doing what I do, making a life I love and enjoy while building a business with my clients, because that's what I do, live deliciously. So, I was talking to somebody. As much as I don't talk, I do talk a lot, I guess. Does that even make sense? I don't know, I guess, whatever. Anyway, so yesterday I was talking to people in V.E.D.A. She asked, what do you do when you're sick in the car and you're traveling? And I said, first of all, I'm gonna tell you a story. But I told her, I said, well, all you can really do is find somewhere where you can lay down. Now you have the option of getting an Airbnb for a couple of days, depending on what's going on, or a hotel or whatever it is that you want to do. Or if you're close to home, or close to a friend's house, you can exercise that option as well. I know I've been in a couple of situations, once I thought about it yesterday, where I basically just kind of had to stay in my car, which is why if you're going to be someone who travels in their car, especially your SUV, like if you have a van, you can it's easier to make it comfortable. It's a bigger space. Everybody don't have a van that they can stand up in, but I know if I end up getting a van that I can't stand up in, I plan on getting me a rolly chair and roll my ass around there. I will have like vinyl floors or something. I'll be rolling my ass around there. Listen, I'm not gonna make it hard. I'm not crawling nowhere. I got bad knees. But anyway, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna share a little story with you about the first time that I got sick while I was traveling. So it just so happened to be my very first trip. Guys, if you don't want to hear this story, just click away. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video, okay? Everybody ain't gonna want to hear this. I am a woman, and I have not yet reached menopause. I'm waiting for it to come. That month happened to be heavily cramped month, and there was nothing I could do. I'm out here, I'm on the beach. I was in Texas at the time, on the beach with my friend, and there was really nothing I could do. I had ibuprofen with me, which is something that I usually keep with me anyway, and I had some essential oils, which has helped in the past, and it more helps with the nausea that I get with it sometimes. I laid in my car. At the time, I had to pull my bed out. So I set up my bed, and I stayed in bed all day. Watched TV on my phone. That was really all that I could do. Every once in a while, I'd, make myself eat or whatever. I had the porta potties to go, tinkle, do whatever I had to do, make sure I stayed cleaned up. But you just have to, in that situation, do what's best. Do the thing that you know how to do, and you take care of yourself the best way that you can. Another situation, I was in Houston, so now we're in the city limits. Now I could have gone home. I could have gone to my mom's house. I could have gone to my son's house. I said, no. I really don't want to do either of those things. So in the middle of the night, it just so happened, I had noticed a bus that was overnighting several nights, as a matter of fact, at the Planet Fitness where I go when I take my shower and all that. So me being curious, I said, well, I'm gonna park my little car in the back, see what happens. So I parked my car in the back. I don't know what I ate that day, but in the middle of the night, my stomach turned. And thank God that Planet Fitness is 24 hours. And this one is open 24 hours. Because about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I had two choices. I could get a plastic bag, get to work in the car, or I could go inside. And that's what I did. I put on a little bit of something and I went inside. And I must have sat in there for hours. I sat in there so long because I really didn't think it was going to last that long. That was number one. First of all, that was embarrassing. I didn't think it was going to last that long. And then I had taken like my gym clothes in with me. So when I thought that I was in a safe zone.
What makes Planet Fitness different?
Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone.
I actually put on my gym clothes and was like, I'm gonna go try and work out. At least walk the treadmill. At the very least, right? Treadmill, and my body said, no, you're not. You finna go right back in this locker room and sit down. So I ended up doing that. And by the time I started feeling better, child, I took my shower and went back out to my car and took a nap. Because at this point now, I've been up for about 3 hours or something like that. Sick. So I was just too through. I went back in my car. I took a little nap before I got up and left for the day. I think I may have stayed in that parking lot maybe once or twice. I've been to the gym several times. And I mean, they didn't question anything about it. So if you happen to be staying in a Planet Fitness parking lot and you get sick, just go in and do what you gotta do. They ain't ask no questions. I mean, I've got the membership, so I should have laid down on that hydro massage table. Ooh, that's what I need right now. Yeah. But yeah, so whenever you're sick, what do you do? How do you handle that? Do you find somewhere in your car where you can, lay down and kind of chill out all day? Because I mean, you can't just, because if you're just going to be actually laying down, I guess you could go to the park and like let the seat down, let your front seat down or whatever, so it doesn't look like you're laying down, but you're laying down. You know how you do when you take a nap. But let me know what it is that you do whenever you're in that situation. Have you been in that situation yet? I mean, it's gonna happen. And like I said, at the time, I could have gone to my son's house. I've got the key. I could have gone to my mom's house. I got the key. But I just wanted to, get through the situation and know that it can be handled. The good thing is that it happened close to home. You know what I'm saying? So I had that option. Had it, been something that was drug out, like, a 48-hour, whatever, I don't know. But it just so happened the next day I was fine. It was just, every once in a while my stomach gets a wild hair and it'll do that. So, you just have to take care of it. I can't just make it a huge deal. I don't care if I'm in a house or in a car. It can't be a huge deal. Just deal with it, wherever I am. What would I do if I were actually traveling on the highway? Well, find the first sign that says McDonald's and get busy. Or find the next rest stop, Stop, do what you got to do. If it takes a couple of hours, well, damn, it takes a couple of hours. I mean, here's the great thing. The great thing about being a traveler, you're not really in a hurry to get anywhere. It's not like I'm in a hurry to get to work. My work is where I am. So if I'm in a situation like that, we'll just pull out my tablet and work. As long as I listen, and that is why I got my iPad with connection. The next time I get a computer, I will probably get it with connection so that I don't have to worry about it as much. You figure it out. Sometimes it's an in-the-moment thing, but now that we're talking about it, maybe you have a game plan. So let's talk down in the comments. What do you do? What is your plan if it happens to you? You just gonna do like I do, wing it, figure it out when it happens, because it doesn't happen that often? Or are you someone who needs a plan? Do you have some sort of an illness that you have to kind of plan for something like that? You kind of need to have an idea of how to deal with the situation. Yeah, let's chat about it.
Somebody said, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering